Good day. We begin the lecture for Module 3 on eigenvalues and eigenvectors. What are the objectives for this lesson? You should be able to verify eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors. You should be able to find eigenvalues and corresponding eigenspaces and use the characteristic equation to find eigenvalues and eigenvectors and find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a triangular matrix. The eigenvalue problem. Now, what is an eigenvalue and eigenvector? Let A be an n by n matrix. The scalar lambda is an eigenvalue of A when there is a non-zero vector x such that A times x is equivalent to lambda times x. The vector x is the eigenvector of the matrix A corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda. In example 1, we're asked to find or verify an eigenvector and an eigenvalue for the given matrix A. We will have for the matrix A, which is a 2 by 2 matrix with the following entries, 2, 0, 0, negative 1. Matrix A is actually a diagonal matrix. Verify that x sub 1 with components 1 and 0 is an eigenvector of A corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda 1 equivalent to 2, and that x sub 2, which is a vector with components 0 and 1, is an eigenvector of A corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda 2 equivalent to negative 1. So in order to verify whether x sub 1 and x sub 2 are eigenvectors of the given matrix A, we need to make sure that the equation A times x is equivalent to lambda times x will be satisfied. So here we will have the product of A and x sub 1, which is given by, so we have the matrix multiplied by the column vector will give us another column vector which has components 2, 0, and we know that this column vector can be expressed as 2 times the column vector with components 1, 0. So here we will see that 2 is the eigenvalue for the given matrix with an eigenvector with components 1, 0. So x sub 1 with the components 1, 0 is an eigenvector of A corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda 1 equals 2. Similarly, multiplying x sub 2 on the left by A produces another column vector, which is with components 0, negative 1, which again can be expressed as the product lambda times the vector x. So here we will have negative 1 multiplied by the column vector 0, 1, and hence x sub 2 with components 0 and 1 is an eigenvector of the matrix A corresponding to an eigenvalue equivalent to negative 1. Eigenspaces. Now, what is an eigenspace? In Theorem 7.1, this tells us about the eigenvector of lambda which form a subspace. If A is an n by n matrix with an eigenvalue lambda, then the set of all eigenvectors of lambda together with the 0 vector, given with this expression, so we have a set that consists of x, which is an eigenvector, with lambda in union with the 0 vector is a subspace of r raised to n. This subspace is the eigenspace of lambda. In example number 3, we're asked to find eigenspaces in R squared geometrically. Find the eigenvalue and corresponding eigenspaces of A with the following entries, negative 1, 0, 0, 1. So again, we have a diagonal matrix. Now, what is the implication or what will be the effect if we multiply, say, a vector V with components x, y to this matrix A? So we will have the product A times B, which will give us a vector with generic components negative x and y. So the implication simply tells us that the multiplication of this vector to matrix A allows us to have a reflection of the vector in the y-axis. We have in figure 7.1, which illustrates that the only vectors reflected on the scalar multiples of themselves are those lying on either the x-axis or the y-axis. So in figure 7.1, we have first the vector, say vector v with components x, y, and by the multiplication, with a, say, given lambda, we will have a reflection with respect to the y-axis, and also with another vector with components x0, which is reflected on the other side with components negative x and 0. Okay, so here we will have a vector with components x0 multiplied to a matrix A, and the result is a vector which can be which has components negative x and 0, which can be expressed as a lambda times x, and the associated lambda is equivalent to negative 1. So here, the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1 equals negative 1 are the non-zero vectors on the x-axis, and the eigenvectors corresponding to lambda 2, so in this case, wherein the vector with component 0y is multiplied to the same matrix A, resulting to a column vector with component 0y, which can be expressed as 1 times the column vector 0y. Since the multiplication A times x is equivalent to lambda times x, we know that lambda is equivalent to 1, and the vector with component 0y is an eigenvector of the matrix A. Okay, so this implies that the eigenspace corresponding to lambda 1 equals negative 1 is the x-axis, and that the eigenspace corresponding to lambda 2 equals 1 is the y-axis, okay, as given in figure 7.1. Okay, so that will be all for lesson on eigenvalue and eigenvector. I'll see you next for the next lesson on how we can find eigenvalues and eigenvector using the characteristic equation.